Hello and welcome to the March edition of Australian Immigration News, proudly brought to you by Australian Immigration Law Services. Today we will examine what has been happening in March in the world of Australian immigration. Earlier this month we covered the breaking news about the 186 PR Employer Nomination Scheme visa and the changes that allow short-term 482 visas access to this system in limited circumstances. To be eligible, TSS visa holders must have been in Australia for at least 1 year between the 1st of February 2020 and the 14th of December 2021 and meet other nomination visa requirements for the TRT stream of the 186 visa. However, despite the legislation itself having a 10-year sunset clause, meaning it will last for another 10 years, the Immigration Department has released information stating that this pathway will only be available from 2 years from the 1st of July 2022. Where exactly does this 1st of July 2024 cutoff date come into effect is a bit of a mystery. There's no information about this in the legislation or the explanatory statement that accompanied it. We are seeking clarification from the Immigration Department on this important issue and will report on this later on in another news edition. Usually you cannot apply for a third 482 short-term stream visa whilst you remain in Australia. However, from the 1st of July this rule will be relaxed. Those who have worked in Australia during the COVID-19 pandemic will also be able to apply for a third short-term stream TSS visa while they're in Australia. The government says this will assist prospective applicants to remain in Australia and meet nomination requirements for an ENS visa under the TRT stream. To be eligible, applicants must have 1. Have held not more than 2 short-term stream TSS visas. 2. Have been in Australia between the 1st of February 2020 and the 14th of December 2021 for at least 1 year while holding a TSS short-term stream visa. And 3. Meet all other nomination and visa requirements for the TSS short-term stream visa. To apply for a TSS visa, applicants must hold a substantive visa or a bridging visa A, B or C at the time of application. The third TSS visa will be accessible for only 1 year from the 1st of July 2022. Most states or territories are winding down their sponsorship applications or in fact have closed for this financial year. This week Victoria closed its doors for the Registration of Interest system, the ROI. This is normal for this time of year, and while some states are requesting more quotas to fit more applicants in, some additional places may be given to assist them to keep granting the applicants who have already applied for sponsorship. At the end of March, the Minister released the quotas for the parent and other visa family programs, and 3,600 places goes to the 143 contributing parent, the 864 contributing age parent, the 173 contributing age parent temporary, and the 884 contributing age parent temporary. 900 places goes to the 103 parent, the 804 age parent, 500 places go to 114 age dependent relative, 115 remaining relative, 116 the carer visa, 835 the remaining relative visa, and the 836 carer visa. According to the Immigration Department's figures released in January 2022, contributing parent visa applications were taking about 5.5 years to process. Given the dramatic increase in parent visa applications, this 3,600 figure will need to be increased dramatically to keep processing times anywhere near the 5-year mark. And speaking about processing times, let's take a quick look at the data released from the Immigration Department's website and the processing times for the General Skilled Migration Group. As you can see from the table here, for the 489 visa, 90% of applications are processed in 32 months. For the 491 visa family sponsored, it's 14 months. For the 491 state sponsored or territory sponsored, it's 18 months. For the 190 visa, 90% of applications are processed in 19 months. For the 189 visa, it's 35 months. So you can see the 489 visa has a ridiculous processing time of nearly 3 years. And remember, these poor people still need to hold their 489 visas when it's granted for a further 2 years before they can even apply for permanent residency. The 491 applicants are worried too, with the time for state territory sponsored processing out to 18 months. If history repeats itself, then we'll see the 491 visa processing blow out to 2 years in no time. Whereas a 190 visa, which used to take 6 months or so, is now heading well well towards the 2-year milestone as well. Clearly something is not working as it should be within the immigration department, especially when Australia is crying out for more skilled workers. Come on guys, just concentrate on the applications you already have to finish, rather than trying to get more working holiday makers or other temporary visas here first. The government announced a partnership with the Global Skilled Refugee Employment Organisation, Talent Beyond Boundaries, to provide more opportunities for employment in a range of critical roles in Australia through the expanded Skilled Refugee Pilot Program. This is to be increased from the current allocation of 100 primary places to an additional 50 primary places from Afghanistan and a further 50 primary places from candidates from Ukraine, taking it to a total of 200. But really, these numbers are quite pitiful for such a big country like ours, and is it really worth bothering even to make a press release about it at all? Couldn't they have increased the numbers more than this? It hardly seems very generous. The government has been busy introducing new working holiday visa arrangements with various countries, now including Mongolia, where we will allow 100 young Mongolians to come to Australia. Another one is with Brazil, where 500 young Brazilians aged between 18 and 30 can come to Australia for 12 months. These additions bring to a total of 47 countries globally with access to the Australia's working holiday visa program. Italian and Danish passport holders have the benefit now that they can be up to 35 years of age when they apply. Those working holiday visa makers in Australia seeking a second and third visa are to be rewarded for their support in the flood recoveries. Those who have supported the flood recovery efforts since January 2022 will be able to count this work when applying for a second or third working holiday visas from the middle of 2022. The Immigration Minister has been very busy indeed, directing his department to encourage regional areas to join the Designated Area Migration Agreements to meet current labour market challenges. The IRANA Designated Area Migration Agreement has been strengthened and expanded to include many more occupations. In addition, we have a few more Dharma agreements have sprung up. We now have one for the East Kimberley region, the Pilbara region, and the Far North Queensland region. Now, no one should underestimate the importance of Dharma agreements, and we'll be making a video of what Dharma actually means coming up in the next couple of weeks. Eligible legacy subclass 457 visa holders, meaning that you held a 457 visa in the past, will be able to access an age exemption when applying through the temporary residence transition stream of the employer nomination visa, the 186. To be eligible for the age exemption, you must 1. Have held a subclass 457 visa on or after the 18th of April 2017, have been in Australia between 1st of February 2020 and the 14th of December 2021 for at least 1 year, and 3. Meet all other nomination and visa requirements for the TRT stream of the ENS visa. The age exemption will be accessible for 2 years from the 1st of July 2022. We don't expect any major policy changes during the period before the election, since the government is in caretaker mode. So May could be a relatively quiet month in the world of immigration here in Australia, but let's wait and see. Don't forget to watch our other fascinating videos we produce twice a week here on the channel, and as always, take care out there, and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.